Hey guys, Joey here from Big Shark Gaming, and today we have another how to win for you guys. Today we're actually covering 199 to 204. So we broke the midway point of Johto, and we are well on our way to finishing up Johto. We're getting into some of the heavier hitters now, and this is going to be the part where I feel like I could cruise through the rest of them. This was tough. If you look at my team, yeah, not exactly the greatest of Pokemon. Oh, I got the fucking babies coming up, don't I? Damn it. Not yet, but later. I know I have Smoochum, Elekid, and Magby coming up, and Tyrogue. Ugh. But yeah, back to the set. Let's get this battle going. I have Slowking, Mischievous, Unknown, Wobbuffet, Girafarig, and Pineco. Let's start off with Pineco. Now, I never really am one to use a setup and hazards. The reason for that is I feel like there's a lot of other things that you could set up in game now. I avoid getting frozen with the Heist Fang there, such as like setting up your Z move or setting up your potential sweep. I don't think Stealth Rocks and Spikes and Toxic Spikes are really as much of a game changer as they were. There's a lot of defog. Eligible Pokemon, and my Pineco sets up everything here, and I could not ask for more. I was hoping for Quick Claw Explosion, but for some reason Quick Claw doesn't really like Pineco too much. So out comes Wildfet. Obviously this is going to be the one set everybody runs on Wildfet. There's really nothing else you could run on it, unfortunately. So out comes Volcarona. It almost kills itself just by entering. And but yeah, this is one of those games where I was really happy that I set up the hazards, because it really made the game different. So Miracoat's easily going to take out Volcarona there. Out comes Landorus, and at this point I'm like, man, I feel what this Landorus is going to do, and it went for the U-turn. I was like, okay, so that's interesting, because he knows I have full hazards out. He's going to lose 12% every time he comes out with Landorus, so U-turn. I was expecting Earthquake. Now here, I almost went for Earthquake on Charizard, and I was like, hey, is it worth the risk? I have a feeling he's going to go to X, but I want to just go with Return. Return probably going to kill it anyway, and I know Landorus is coming out next. I ended up swapping anyway because of the Intimidate, and I knew U-Turn was coming again, and Mischievous was going to take that really well, and does. So out comes Tapu Koko. Now I'm a little bit weirded out, because I'm like, oh man, what do I do here? I know Thunderbolt's going to hurt, and it does. It does about half, and Ominous Wind actually does almost half itself. And I go for Shadow Sneak, doesn't pick it off, just misses picking it up, and that's going to be when Mischievous is gone. But when Mischievous actually took out a huge chunk of Tapu Koko, gets Tapu Koko in a killer range, and he switches out here with Volt Switch. I know he was going to go for Volt Switch, I would have just swapped into Unknown at this point. So out comes Landorus. I go for the return. It's not going to be enough to kill Landorus. I'm like, man. So he goes for Superpower, and that's my Girafarig gone, and that really sucks, because I like Girafarig. So out comes my Mighty Unknown. I'm running Hitting Power Fighting on him as opposed to Hitting Power Psychic. A lot of people were walling the Psychic with like Tyranitar and stuff like that. So I go for Hitting Power Fire. He goes for Super. I'm like, wow. With the attack drop and the resist, I don't think I'm going to die next turn. I get minimum damage there on Hidden Power, and I survived the Superpower. And bam, Landorus is dead. I actually had my Unknown kill a Groudon in the battle before it was a Primal Groudon. So Axel Majerna, I actually don't know much about Majerna. I go for the Hidden Power here. Get 18.5% on a critical hit, not bad. And I'm like, all right, well, I know Tapu Koko's dead. Majerna just got a special attack who's next to Soul Heart. I don't really know much about this thing. I'm just going to go for Flamethrower. It goes for Hidden Power, and it actually doesn't do much to me at all. And I go for the Flamethrower, and that's going to be it. Tapu Koko's going to come back out, get hit by the hazards, and that's going to end the battle. Now, I don't know if I would have survived the Thunderbolt here. I was running an Assault Vest on Slowking, so it's very, very possible that an unboosted Tapu Koko could not kill me. So maybe the hazards weren't that important, but they definitely did help. Brought Volcarona down 75% of its health. Brought Charizard down to 50% of its health. Landorus took multiple hits from it thanks to its U-turning, and Tapu Koko definitely took some damage from it as well. I was debating it early in the battle. I was like, well, he has 3 Pokemon that will get hit by Spikes, so I'll set that up. And he has 2 Pokemon that are get critically hit by Stealth Rock, so I definitely need to get that up. So I kind of weighed the options. I was like, man, you know, I'll set up hazards. I did go for Explosion in the end, and I just didn't get Quick Claw. I feel like Quick Claw went off a lot more when I used Sudowoodo. But let's get into these sets, shall we? Alright, so we got Slowking, who's running the Assault Vest with Regenerator, Psyshock, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, and Scald. max HP, max special attack. This is the second set I used on this guy. The first set was Trick, Disable, Whirlpool, and Toxic with Choice Band. The idea there was Trick, and then you kind of get them stuck and you use Whirlpool and Whirlpool, Disable, and Toxic to kind of just like force them into switching and killing themselves with the hazards. But I had to switch it up; it just wasn't really effective. And it was running on Moss Nature. Then we have Mischievous, which was running Evolite and Levitate. Shadow Sneak just for priority attack. Thunderbolt, Ominous Wind for stab and possibility of boosting, and Dazzling Gleam. Always nice to have a fairy attack when there's a lot of dragons about. Especially playing Ubers. I actually didn't see any Latioses or Latioses this time. I think they've fallen down out of tiers. But yeah, definitely expected something. I ran into a bunch of fucking Salamances. I think they're back. So HP is max and special attack is max, running a mild nature. And we had Unknown, which I said I changed before. It was Hidden Power Psychic before I changed it to Fighting because I felt like Psychic was getting walled too much. Obviously, the damage is in Psychic, but you can't really do much. I was running a Choice Scarf on it and not a Choice Specs, I suppose, because I wanted to be faster. And you actually get to 321 speed when you're using a Scarf, which isn't too bad. Max special attack and max speed. Hidden Power Psychic. Hidden Power Fighting, sorry. Then we have Boba Fett, which is max HP, max special defense, counter, Destiny Bond, Encore, Miracle, and a Mental Herb. Not really going to talk about that much because that's the standard Boba Fett. Really, the only option you have, though, I mean, you have Splash, Safeguard, Charm, and Tickle. I could have did Safeguard, but I wasn't really running into a lot of status effects. Then we have Giraffe Rig, who I originally ran Power Herb and Razor Wind. Was not really working too well. So I wanted to run a physical set on this guy, and I did. I ran Choice Bend, Sap Sipper, Return for stab, Thief, Zenbutt, Headbutt for stab, and an Earthquake with max max attack and max speed with a hasty nature. So you actually get quite a nice amount of speed, almost 300. And you hit hard. As you saw, I took out a lot of Pokemon with Giraffe Rig. And then finally Pineco, which is running a Quick Claw with Sturdy, Explosion, Stealth Rock, Spikes, Counter, max HP, and max defense with an Impish nature. So I had really, when you think about it, 2 special walls and a physical wall. Actually, 3 special walls if you want to count Slowking. The team was pretty solid. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I only lost about 10 battles before I got this win. I've won a few thanks to forfeit, but I didn't want to include those. But yeah, we're moving on to 205 to 210. Can't believe we're this far, guys. Thanks for sticking around. As always, if you want to suggest a theme team, do so in the comments down below. If you want to pick yourself up a watch, head over to sleeksupply.com. Use the code BIGSHARK on checkout and save yourself 30%. And make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys probably late Saturday. It's Friday now, so... No, I mean late Sunday. It's Saturday now. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Gosh, I'm tired. Bye, guys.